Howdy y'all, welcome back to the cooking shack. We're gonna be outdoors again. We're making pulled pork tonight. And I roasted a nice good chunk of Boston butt pork roast. It's been sitting in here in the slow cooker now for about 3 hours. I've already turned the power off because I only need to cook it about halfway. Right now it's just soaking in its own juices and sauce and all that. So it has a nice pretty flavor. And since we're smoking, I only want to cook. I'm not a big fan of cooking these things from raw to done on a grill. It can be done, and I have done it before, but it's so difficult to make sure you get all the way to the core of that large of a chunk of meat. And by the time you're done, the whole thing tastes like smoke. And I'm just not a big fan of that flavor. It's okay. If that's your thing. You want it to completely taste like nothing but smoke. But, I don't know. This ain't very tasty to me. So we went ahead and cooked it halfway. That way when we smoke it, believe it or not, the smoke will actually set in better. And you'll taste more of the sauce and more of the seasoning, more of the meat. And frankly, I like that better. But hey, if it's your thing to sit there and smoke this thing till it turns black, then, do your thing. I'm not gonna judge, but I ain't gonna enjoy it either. Alright, y'all. We've been cooking for, I got this. We've been on the smoker for about an hour and a half. We'll have a good look, see. I got our base. And I took, what I did was I took the broth off the slow roaster and I mixed that in with some good barbecue sauce. And then we boiled that over the stove, and that's what we've been using as a base. Oh yeah, this is almost ready, y'all. Bad thing about barbecue, especially when it comes to something like this is not real involved. This is not going to be a very long video. Normally I'd like to do long videos and long form videos just because you get more of a schooling whenever it comes to doing this stuff and doing this stuff right. But if it was smoking, I guess I could have shot, me building a fire and all that. That's kind of boring. In fact, that's real boring in my opinion. But we got a nice pretty roast here. That beautiful roast. It's already started to caramelize real good around the sides. Smoke's really seeped into the meat. There's some areas that kind of got a little bit black. We got kind of a little bit hot there for a second. And you get that wherever you use mesquite. Mesquite's just hot. There's nothing no way to get around it. It's hot. But, we got nice dry aged mesquite, so it's smoking nice and clean. Got a nice clean look to it. We're going to baste it one more time. We'll get it real good drowned out with some baste. We'll let the smoke roll over it a little bit longer. And we should be good after that. There's not really a reason to stretch it out too much. And after that point, it's just processing. We got to start pulling it apart. It's falling apart as it is. We already got chunks. Big old puddle of fat down there at the bottom. Forming where it's just cut off the fat, and this stuff is just ready to fall apart. We ain't got much longer. I'm gonna drink a couple more Lone Stars, and we'll come back to it. And I bet it'll be ready by then. Alright, y'all. After about, I'd say, take an hour. About 6 hours of cooking. We come to the end of our video. There's not much to it. I mean, it comes to pulled pork. I mean, I guess I could have shot me pulling the pork apart, but that's not really very exciting. Still got a good amount of our base left for barbecue sandwiches. The sauce if we want. But if you're wondering what I use, got these weird little things called bear claws. And they're extremely useful when it comes to pulled pork. I mean, it hurts my hands to try to use forks and tongs and all the traditional methods of making pulled pork. That makes the thing, it really does speed it up to about 20 minutes, 30 minutes less of pulling it together the old-fashioned way with forks or tongs. Get about the same result. I mean, you can go even farther than this. You can take this, you can put it in a pot or in a pan, throw it in the oven and cook it down even farther with even more barbecue sauce. And I've done that before. That's the most delicious way of doing things as far as if you want the old actual barbecue sandwich flavor. But it ends up being extremely rich and quite hard to eat. You only do maybe one sandwich at a time. It's rich. I mean, it's rich when you do it that way. And maybe in the end, I'll end up doing it that way by tomorrow. But this is the final product after a day's worth of cooking and smoking. And I mean, you really, in my opinion, this is the best flavor as far as pulled pork is concerned, is when you get to this stage. If you go beyond this, like I said, it gets really, really rich. I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I understand it completely. But this is where we're at, and we're gonna dig in. So, I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a good one.